The state of Rhode Island is home to some of the country's best colleges and universities. Students from around the country, the world even, flock to its higher education institutions in hopes of bettering themselves and their prospects for their future. These institutions are part of this country's landscape of colleges and universities whose sole mission is to prepare our population to become highly competitive professionals in whichever field they choose. They are also the very pillars of this country's future and hold a promise that our population can continue to thrive and prosper. They embrace and accept the mission to develop the potential of its student body with zeal. But for many of the state's very residents, these higher education destinations couldn't be farther away than a foreign country. For decades, Latino communities in Rhode Island have faced many obstacles to achieving the promise of higher education. In the late 1980s, if you were a Latino youth looking to attend college, your chances of being accepted, receiving a suitable financial package, and being supported through this process were remote.
I went through the public schools here in Providence my entire life, and I came very close to not graduating from high school. I almost dropped out, actually. But nonetheless, I had a supportive environment at classical that helped me through. One of my closest friends in my old neighborhood, someone who I used to play with every day, we lost touch after a while. And I remember I used to look up to him because he was good at baseball, but he was also a bright kid. But educationally, he went in a different direction, just stopped going to school and lost that focus on education. And his life ended tragically.
To an admissions officer, these prospective students may have been just another applicant, but to the Latino community, they were the pioneers who had forged a new path and who had persevered through an impoverished environment, stressed family dynamics, and an ever-increasing sense of hopelessness to overcome overwhelming odds to attain a college degree.
Growing up in Central Falls, it was difficult. It was interesting. I'm glad I did. I wouldn't be the person I am today without growing up here. Just two parents, no other family. It was rough. They made enough to have a house and have food, and that's all I really needed. But I didn't have the luxuries that some other kids did.
In the early 1990s, a group of Latinos who were fortunate enough to join the ranks of the established professionals in Rhode Island came together and asked themselves a fundamental question. Who would ensure that the next generation of Latinos were being supported in their efforts to complete a college education? From this need to reconnect and engage their communities, the Latino Dollars for Scholars of Rhode Island initiative was born. Today, Lado is able to provide scholarship recipients with a one-year award of $1,000 and boasts an alumni base of over 800 Latino leaders, who in turn are now in positions to reach down and extend their support to our future scholarship recipients.
If I can say, by donating to Lado, you are helping one more student to get closer to the goal. I think it's a very powerful excuse for you to actually be part of this organization, and to be able to help someone to achieve a career, to change their future.
It's an all-volunteer organization, all-volunteer board, so every single dollar that gets contributed to the organization goes to scholarship money. So there's a direct one-for-one between what you're contributing and what goes in students' pockets. The second thing that I would say is that you get a lot of bang for your buck. These are $1,000 scholarships that make all the difference for a lot of students. And for many people, it's the difference between having access to college and not having access to college. So not only is it cost effective, but you're changing someone's life in the process. And it's a great place to invest in.
Every Lado scholarship contributes to a student's ability to take care of the unexpected financial realities of college so that they are not preoccupied with book costs and fees, but are rather focusing on why they are there, to fulfill their potential and embark on the American journey.
When I was awarded the $100, that was significant for me because it was a great help. I needed it. And by Lado being able to help other kids to get to that position or to be able to, achieve what they want, it's very significant.
Even though I had a good financial aid package from my college, I knew it wasn't enough. Even something little is actually a lot.
The Lado scholarship was helpful to me because it allowed me to pay for the books on time. They gave me the $500 up front, so it gives you a little bit of ease of mind. You have something to cover your books, and it's not another expense that you go into the semester worrying about.
The Lado Scholarship Program is considered a true success when the journey comes full circle, and Lado alumni join in the effort to raise the rate of Latino access and completion of a post-secondary education.
So speaking from experience, I think that many of us, let's say we're on the right path and we're working hard at school, we, sometimes get bogged down for the different things that life throws our way. What I love so much about Lado and about the banquet is that, it reminds each of the scholars that what they're doing is special and that we appreciate what they're doing. We're here to support them.
I have a lot of friends who are still in high school, they're seniors and juniors, and I'm like, guys, you have to do this. This is what college is going to be like. I'm sorry, but it's true. You need to apply to outside scholarships. I will read your essays. I actually read someone's essay and I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to tear it apart because this isn't going to get you into college.
I just kind of want to be kind of a face of the scholarships. I think there's a lot of other people that would be worthy of winning it, and maybe they didn't apply, maybe they didn't hear about it. But I just want to show Rhode Island and the country that there's a lot of talented Hispanics out there.
Hi, I'm Jose Gonzalez, one of the founding members of Latino Dollars for Scholars. Every year we're honored to have an event where we greet and get to know our scholarship recipients, their families, our alumni, our corporate sponsors, and the entire Latino Dollars for Scholars community. It is a major event and we're all so happy to have you here. As we celebrate our 20th year anniversary, we embrace this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to our corporate partners for their continued support, for believing in our dreams, supporting our causes. Thank you to our alumni for setting an example of excellence. A special thank you to all of our scholarship recipients for believing in yourselves and fulfilling the Lado mission.